Hello everyone, welcome back. I want to start off with my usual disclaimer, which is that I want to remind you that I'm not a financial advisor and that everybody should be doing their own research if they plan on trading or investing on anything that is cryptocurrency related. With my project reviews, I always start by disclosing if I hold any of the project that I'm covering. And I do in fact hold some ZenCash. I actually bought it after I started researching the project and after I finished the write-up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. And if you like my content and you're feeling generous, going on my Patreon and being a part of my Patreon is a great way to help support my channel. As usual, throughout the video I might reference something that's important, and I will leave any and all links for the video that were in the video in the description. Side note, I would like to quickly mention, which I mentioned previously but I want to remind everybody, I'll be going to CryptoCandor, which is a conference in Philadelphia that's on August 18th, so if anybody is going, please let me know. Let's get started. Zen is a privacy-based cryptocurrency with zero-knowledge technology over which communications, data, and value can be securely transmitted and stored. ZenCash launched May 23rd of 2017 as a fork of Z Classic, which originally was a fork of Zcash. Zcash was initially created as an extension of Bitcoin by providing users the option of using shielded addresses, offering private transactions. Obviously that didn't catch on, and eventually it became its own cryptocurrency, which eventually forked into Z Classic. However, there is a bit of controversy surrounding Z Classic because it's giving 20% of its block rewards to the founders for the first 4 years. This caused a little bit of concern within the cryptocurrency community. And because of that cause for concern, the project forked again and eventually became what is now known as ZenCash. Zen was created to extend into a platform to facilitate a broader set of communications, file sharing, and economic activities. Not to mention, it also got rid of that 20% founders fee that was going on for the first 4 years. Normally this is the part where I move on to the ICO, but ZenCash is a fork. It didn't have an ICO, so this section's not applicable. Next up is technology. So ZenCash is a proof-of-work coin with a current circulating supply of 3.6 million and a total eventual supply of 21 million, which is the same as Bitcoin. It has a block time of 2.5 minutes and a 2 megabyte block size with a block reward of 12.5 Zen. As of the end of May of this year, 70% of the block rewards will go to the miners. 10% is going to go to the DAO, the DAO, or the Treasury, 10% will go to the secure nodes, and 10% will go to the super nodes. ZenCash uses ZK snarks, which utilizes zero-knowledge proofs for privacy. This is a method by which one party can prove to another party that they know the value of X, without revealing any information apart from the fact that they know the value. ZenCash is trying to be a privacy-focused coin with 4 major components to it. Number 1, the first component is the coin itself. The privacy aspect is achieved by its 2 different kinds of addresses. It has a Z address, which is a fully private address to shield a transaction and/or balances. And it has a T address, aka transparent address, which is similar to a Bitcoin address. The second aspect of technology is ZenChat. Although Zcash already possesses a messaging feature, no wallet to date has taken advantage of that feature, so ZenCash is taking advantage of that feature. ZenChat makes this feature usable with a customized secure communications network. Think like an anonymous Telegram. The third component is ZenPub. This is still in development, but plans to be an anonymous document publishing platform. The guys over at the Crypto Basic podcast covered this project, and they made a really good point here. This would be a safe and very effective platform for whistleblowers to share private information. For those of you who don't know what a whistleblower is, it's a person who informs on a person or an organization engaged in an illicit activity. It can provide private communications on the blockchain, enabling worldwide anonymous publishing. And lastly, the fourth is ZenHide. This is still in development as well, but plans to give the ability to circumvent crypto commerce blocking using domain fronting. Countries hostile to cryptocurrencies can block them out. However, ZenCash uses a technique called domain fronting, which can hide endpoint communication, and thus will make a Zen available to all. Another important part of their technology is their masternodes. Like with Dash, they serve functions like instant and anonymous payments. Additionally, they support decentralized governance, where node operators can vote on any issue. Another major component is secure nodes. Secure nodes maintain the standard of security and performance. This ensures the system remains distributed and resistant to DDoS and other attacks. They ensure all network communications are encrypted between nodes and wallet addresses, maintaining full ZenCash blockchain privacy. This creates a much lower barrier to entry and allows more people a chance at running a secure node. Other masternode systems typically require a significant investment. For example, Dash requires 1,000 tokens, which is over $300,000 right now. That brings us to present day. So currently, they have an active roadmap, which you can follow along on Trello. I think that's pretty cool, and it definitely helps to keep the community in the loop and feel like that they're engaged with the team. On their website, they have wallets that are available for Windows, Macs, Linux. They have a web wallet. They also have an Android wallet and a paper wallet option. Their competition in the space is basically any privacy coin on the market. So that would mean Zcash, Zclassic, Dash, Monero, Pivx, and pretty much any other privacy coin you can think of. So where can you buy it? Well, there's a lot of available exchanges, but the two with the most trading volume right now are Bittrex and Upbit. Currently, they sit at 118 on CoinMarketCap, with a market cap of 139 million. Interesting point to mention is IOHK has a partnership with the ZenCash. For those who don't know, IOHK is a technology company that is most famous for working with the cryptocurrency Cardano. The ZenCash and the IOHK R&D partnership is working to improve overall governance and scaling within crypto as a whole. For governance, they're working on recreating a DAO treasury model to be more transparent and incentivize participation in the network. And for scaling, IOHK is evaluating a possible consensus change for ZenCash. Currently, they are considering different implementations. There is a possibility that ZenCash could eventually end up being the world's first block-based directed acyclic graph, or DAG. Upcoming in the future to look forward to would be the implementation of sidechains that are going to open up many doors for the project. This is including price-stable assets, a decentralized exchange, and third-party dApps. ZenGrid is an upcoming project that will allow for the project to provide computation as a service. They'll do this by using their huge network of nodes. It's basically going to end up being a supercomputer for rent. On to the pros. So the first one would be their good technology. zk-SNARKs is a great privacy protocol. They also have a large volume of daily shielded transactions. This helps to increase anonymity. Another pro is that there was no pre-mine for the project, no ICO, just a good old-fashioned fork with a goal. Also, in their white paper, they make mention of where they pulled inspiration from the project, basically saying thanks to all the projects that came before them. I think that it was an honorable way to go about thanking projects that came before them and gave them inspiration and maybe helped pave the way to where they are now. Recently, Ledger implemented support for their project, which is a huge pro for me, as most of you know, so obviously all of my Zen is currently safely on my Ledger. Next up is cons. So this protocol shields not only the sender and the recipient addresses, but also the amount transferred. This creates challenges in auditing the private coin supply. If a major bug were to be discovered, they could cause some problems in the future. Marketing, the name. There are so many Z-related cryptos out there, it makes it very hard for the average person to be able to differentiate between them all. If any of you watched my privacy coins compared video, the write-up that I did for that video literally had the logo for each project next to the information. That way I wouldn't get the names mixed up and I wouldn't forget which project was which. To make matters worse, Zen is a fork of the other Z coins. I know it's not necessarily their fault, but it is a little bit confusing. And that being said, there's pretty much nothing they can do about it now unless they rebrand, and I'm not certain that there's anything like that in the future coming up. Final thoughts. I like the project a lot because I get the sense from the team and the community that they're into crypto for the greater good. They don't say negative things about other projects, and they also are giving credit to the other projects that came before them in their white paper. I also like the fact there's very little drama surrounding the project. You do a Google search, there's not a lot of issues, and that is definitely a big pro for me because I think it's very hard in this space to get through unscathed. I make no secret of the fact that I love privacy projects. And I love the idea that they're trying to produce a whole private ecosystem, not just a currency. I'm also obviously a fan of the fact that they're working with IOHK. Most of you have watched my channel for long enough, know that I love the Cardano project. So utilizing that fleet of geniuses that IOHK has working for them will be nothing but beneficial for ZenCash. All in all, I was very impressed with the project and I look forward to seeing what they do in the future. Well, that about wraps it up for me, guys. I hope you liked my review. This one took a little bit longer to put out because I was waiting on a ZenCash t-shirt, but I never ended up getting it in the mail, and I wanted to make sure I got this done before the weekend. So as usual, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys soon.